What is up, everybody? We got some music going. We are copyright free with the music. It's a good sign. A good start to the live stream. I got my live up and running, so I can go ahead and see what you guys are talking about. Alright, there we go. Look up Sabretooth and Wolverine. Which I already know what the colors are for these guys, but just have it there anyways. Alright, go wait for a few more people to get in. So if anyone missed it, I did this during the weekend. I did a random live stream. And so I drew Wolverine versus Sabretooth. I'm starting to get prints now too, as well, you guys. So you know what? I have a little surprise for you. I gotta look for it. I don't know where it's at. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Don't worry. I'm gonna see it at some point. Oh, here it is. There it is. Look at that. These are business cards and cards for the channel and all that I'm going to be handing out at Comic-Cons and stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to put one of these in the corner there for the live stream. And it should be pretty cool. See if I can figure out how to use this thingy my wife has here. Alright, it's not terrible, it's not terrible, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Alright. Okay. One more cut here and we should be good to go. Alright, let's go ahead and get that slice there. Bam! There we go. Look at that. We got a card there. Live streams on YouTube Monday through Friday, 6 p.m., 8 p.m., maybe. I don't know when we're going to be done with these. You know, sometimes they last forever. But I'm going to wait for some more people to get in. All we're doing today is coloring this. So it's not much to mess with. Coloring? Yes, we are coloring. We are coloring. I got business cards. I got crayons. I got protein cookies. Look at these. I made that. I made this with peanut butter, dark chocolate chips, protein powder, 1 egg, and a little bit of pancake mix. And some water. Like some drops of water. I have no idea how they taste. The cookie dough tasted good. I do know that. And I got a sparkling water. This is about to be a good live stream. Delicious. Delicious. Getting all my markers and my crayons set up here. Again, if you missed it, I did this during the weekend after I watched church online. I randomly decided to do a live stream. I did the penciling on TikTok. There wasn't a lot of people, or there were a lot of people, but it wouldn't let me save it. So then I jumped to YouTube to do the inking of it all. And I just noticed we are missing something here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's right there. I am tripping. I'm tripping. How many people we got in here? We got about 6 people right now. I'm still waiting for more people to join in. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start coloring. I'm going to start coloring the background. And I want to get like a good snowy winter color. So I think I'm actually going to use this color here. It's something I've been looking at for a while, just because I wanted to use it. And so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start coloring the background here while we wait for some more people to join in. Look at that. That's such a pretty blue. That's like a good nighttime blue right there. I got a lot of recommendations that are coming in as well for drawings. Of course, one of them being Ninja Turtles. People have been wanting me to draw Ninja Turtles for a while now. And so I am going to do that. I still got more X-Men I want to draw. But then also, wrestling. I got some wrestling stuff that has been brought to my attention. People want me to draw some more wrestling stuff. So I am going to be drawing some wrestling. Today I am coloring. I got this Sabretooth and Wolverine I did over the weekend. I did it on Sunday. I actually did the sketching on TikTok, the inking on YouTube, and now we are coloring it and finishing it on YouTube. And so I should have the time-lapse up sometime this week. And you can see the full inking and coloring. I did this one after I finished watching church. And I was going to do it off camera, but I felt like it was a really good piece. And that a lot of people would probably want to see it. I am going to try to start doing some more live streams and stuff on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, that's why I shouldn't have tried Duo. I wasn't going to. I was going to do it all on TikTok, but luckily now I know that if I do something on TikTok, it won't let me save it. So it's a good thing that I did it. So now I have a good little bit of knowledge on that. But yeah, TikTok and Instagram, I definitely want to try to start doing some live streams there. But I want to stay consistent on YouTube. YouTube is where I'm focusing most of my time. And then I got business cards. If you didn't see that, we have a business card here with the channel stuff. And so that way I can start handing those out whenever I go to Comic Cons and stuff like that. And we can try to keep on growing. I'm also working on not lives. Obviously I'm working on live streams. I'm also working on printing stuff. So I am starting to learn how to make some copies of my art now. And figuring out what paper is good and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's a work in progress. So hopefully I can start selling some of my art soon. Go ahead and start being able to put some stuff out there. Maybe set up a booth at a Comic-Con and try selling some stuff like that. So that could be cool. Maybe start a online purchasing thing of some sort. I have no idea. But it could be cool. Could be cool. Now this is going to be a bit of a nighttime scene here, so I don't want it to be too bright on the characters themselves. I was saying in the live stream on Sunday that this is like perfect for both of my sisters because my little sister, she is currently learning about Wolverine. She figured out who Wolverine was through the Deadpool movie. And every time she sees him, she calls him Deadpool. But now she's starting to fix that. She's starting to learn to call him Wolverine. And my other sister, she is older than the youngest, but she's still younger than me. She is actually a huge Sabretooth fan. And so like this is perfect for both of them. Although I don't think either one of them are in here. But it is what it is. But I don't know. She joined a few times on my dad's phone. And she blew up my chat, matter of fact. She became my number one commenter. Alrighty. I'm gonna try one of these cookies. Alright. That's not terrible. It's not great. It tastes like a protein cookie. It's somewhat squishy, but so it's alright. Somehow very greasy. I'm not sure how that happened. How much does it bother y'all that I jumped from spot to spot? Like I started over here, and then I came over here, and I went back over here, and now I'm over here. Does that bother anybody? I'm not intentionally trying to rage bait people, but I have ADHD, and yeah, so I'm just all over the place a lot. My wife is recording me. I'm scared. Fun fact, actually, whenever I drew these, I used a really thin pen, and then I ended up not liking it, and I came over it all with the brush pen and some other markers, and like got those real thick lines, and now I love it. How funny is that? There she is. There's my little sister. Hello, Vanessa. I was hoping you would join. My biggest supporter, you guys. She keeps telling me to make coloring books and puzzles. No, she probably uses the voice text. Delicious. I colored a little bit of the tree, and I just thought about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It is not an appropriate show at all, but there's this scene that they turned into a meme, and it's when Dennis and Dee break into a house, and Dee is just all types and clumsy, and so she bumps into like a whole shelf and makes all this noise. And Dennis goes, "You gangly, uncoordinated bitch." He goes, "I'm not getting hogtied and strung up because of your lack of grace." And that's what played in my head whenever I colored the tree just now. You gangly, uncoordinated. Look at this desk. It used to be so pretty. It's got so much colors on it now. We got snacks. That would be fake. This is another one of those times I wish I had a white gel pen. You know what's funny is I asked for one for Christmas. People were like, what do you want? And I was like, I need one of these. I need one of these. I was like, it's so cheap. I was like, it's $2. And literally no one got it. And I was like, shit. And I've yet to buy it myself. It's so cheap, I forgot about it. Wow, we got that night sky colored all horribly. I want to know what I could use to color backgrounds better. I know a lot of stuff is done digitally nowadays. But still. Pick One Direction? No! I don't like that band. I'm jamming. What's cool is that there's actually a lot of comics where these two are fighting in the woods. And so there's so many references of them fighting in the woods at night that I can just like bounce off of. So it's working out in my favor. So what I'm basically looking at in these images are the night sky, and the color of the trees and everything. I'm debating if I want to add any blood to any of this, or if I'm just going to keep it rolling the way we got it. But let me go ahead and I'm going to start coloring in some of these trees here. I'm looking at what markers I have. I think I'm going to pull out one of the old markers. This is the brand I used to use. It just got a lot more of a darker tone that I like. And we are going to shade it up real good because, again, it is a night scene. So I don't want it looking super bright. Yeah. All right. There's a bug on my tripod. What is up, everybody? I see there's more people joining in. I think my orange bracelet is in the restroom. Took it off because it was getting tight and dirty. And then I think I left it in the restroom when I was cleaning. That sounded like a broken Nintendo for a minute. Like when you're trying to play a game on an old Atari and it starts glitching. I don't know why. That music gave me like a miniature heart attack right there. I was like, oh no! I didn't even have one. I played other people's. If you ever want to know how old I am, I will say this. My favorite console and my favorite games, all you had to do was plug it in to the TV. I don't even think it needed power, it just needed to get plugged into the TV. I had those 3 cables, the red, the white, and the yellow, and you plug it into the back of the TV, and I think you did have to plug it in, but I played wrestling, and there's a Star Wars game that not Star Wars, there's a SpongeBob game that I like to play. That's how old I am. Oh, you know what I need to do? There we go. Alright, so for Wolverine, I was going to ask what color suit we're doing, but based off of the design of this suit that I did, There's only one color we can go. I mean, we could go with the brown and the yellow, but it won't look good with the shoulder guards. So we gotta go with the old school Wolverine. So I'm gonna start this with a base color of 70. Alright, switch to a broad tip. And like I said earlier, it's not going to stay this bright. I don't exactly want this to be a very vibrant drawing. It is a nighttime fight scene. Like maybe they were chasing each other down all day and finally collided in the woods. Alright, get this part right here. And we're going to go ahead and hit those hands up where the gloves are. Where's all my commenters at? I need to get a good conversation going here, guys. I can't talk to myself. It doesn't look right. I've done it before. I need to double check my references here, but I believe its chonies are also blue. Yeah, they are. I don't even need to check it. Of course they're blue, because the belt is red. And the boots are going to be blue as well. So we're going to go ahead and do the boots as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn this a little bit so you can see Wolverine. He is in the snow as well. That's why he has no feet. . I have to figure out how I'm gonna color and ink some of this snow. I've never really done snow. I don't do a lot of backgrounds, and that's something that the people at the cons are telling me is practice backgrounds. And so people at the cons, if you're watching me, I'm practicing my backgrounds. And I'm gonna have to swap here to the thinner marker, thinner tip. All right, there we go. Look at that. He's looking cool with that blue. Mine. I did these blue as well. They're usually not blue, but I don't really care. I don't mind. Looks somewhat cool. Adds a little bit to it. Do my own design for it. I could put the black in there and make like highlights blue, but it shouldn't matter too much. So I think we're gonna go ahead and jump to a 37 yellow. I think I am gonna do a Wolverine standalone X-Men drawing as well. So if anybody here was wondering and is interested in that, I am going to be doing a Wolverine by himself drawing. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel for that. Go ahead and move this just a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to start hitting up that chest there. Oh, I just messed up. I colored the snow. Logan's got yellow snow falling on him. There we go. Get that mask there. See, I would say if it was a daytime drawing, we can do something like that. But it's not daytime, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna color the whole thing yellow. We're gonna get a good base color on everything, and then we're gonna figure out how to darken them up. Is it a snowy environment? It is. It is. That's why I try to keep some of the white bits in there, keep it flaky. But it ain't work like that. Another reason I need to hurry up and get a whiteout pen or a white gel pen. So now we're gonna go ahead and color his skin, which I think I'm gonna go for a 26 or 29. I think I'm gonna go for a 29. Oh yeah, pale white boy. That's what Wolverine is. This is looking really nice, actually. I got something interesting for Logan as well. We can see how it comes out later. But let that stick for a minute, you know. I got something cool coming for him. Now, what I am going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to grab a red 13. This is a really nice and vibrant red. And that's where we're going to hit that belt with there. I didn't forget about the X-Men symbol at all. I'm going to add that here in a minute. I wanted to make sure I can get the red in first, make sure everything looked good. Oh no! You gangly, uncoordinated bitch. I got red on the yellow. Shit. How are we fixing that? How are we gonna fix that, guys? I mean, it's not a huge screw up, but it's a screw up nonetheless. That's bad. That's bad. See if we can hit this with the red, with the white. Nah, that ain't gonna do nothing. Whoa. Let's see what happens with that here in a minute. I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. Let's go ahead and start touching up on Sabretooth here. The Sabretooth has a fairly simple costume as well. The only thing I'm debating on Sabretooth is do I want to use a yellow or orangish color for his. And I think I am gonna go ahead and use a orangish color. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a 31 orange. Now, for anyone old school and watching me, bear with me. All right, I know you're used to the yellow Sabretooth. Gotta trust my process. There we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab a brown for Sabretooth as well. And I'm looking at my color chart here to see what brown I want to go ahead and use for this. I think I'm gonna use a 116. That seems to be my favorite brown here lately. Oh, that's perfect. All right. How's it looking, guys? There we go. Cannot forget. He does also have a mask on. A lot of people don't know that, but Sabretooth actually has something of a mask, or at least in different forms he does. So the one that I went with was the headband. So it does come down the nose here like so. So sometimes you'll see it and it'll just be like a crown for him. Sometimes you'll see it come down to the nose. Sometimes it's like a whole like a cowl that comes along his cheeks and stuff, which that is the form I am going with here. But yeah, here we go. So we're gonna stop it right there. Looking pretty good. Now Sabretooth does have yellow hair, so I am going to give him those Goldilocks there. We're going to use the same color we used for Wolverine for the base of his hair. See how it comes out. There we go. And I think we're going to use the same skin tone that we used on Wolverine. I think we're going to use that on Sabretooth here. There we go. Now I am going to go ahead and grab a... What am I grabbing? I'm grabbing the number 1. This one I'm going to use for the tongue there, which is a lot darker than I meant to, but hopefully it'll dry up pretty good. So, with that being the case there, let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna go with this green here. This is gonna be our bush, the bushes that are in the background here. I did forget part of its leg there too, so I'm gonna have to go back and color that. I want to go for like a dark spruce color. If you don't know what spruce is, think about Minecraft. If you don't know what Minecraft is, go get a life. No, just kidding. You probably got a life if you don't know what Minecraft is. There we go. Got some of that snow showing now. How's everybody doing? All right, there we go. I'm gonna twist it a little bit here. I color all this. Doing great. Appreciate it. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's go here. This side here. Start coloring in these leaves. Alright, where's that white color pencil at? I'm going to go ahead and try to hit this a little bit there. Get some more snowy bits in. Get that part right there. Looking good, looking good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this here. I'm gonna use this right there. All these boots here. All right, there we go. I think I'm debating if I want to color these black or not. Should we leave that little bit of shine here? Oh, we'll leave it alone for right now. Now, what I do want to do, let's see, the blue I used was a number 70. I think I want to grab a 63. I'm just going to darken everything up here. These boots I can go ahead and leave all the way dark. Like that. Now over here, we're just going to hit right here. Right here. Alright. Go ahead and hit this over here. Alright, there we go. Got some darker shades of blue on Wolverine there. Now for the yellow. I think I am going to use one of my older markers over here. I'm going to use a LY8. I'm just going to go ahead and hit these dark bits here. Oh, bitch. Excuse my language, you guys. I totally just screwed up here. Damn. Oh. I don't even know if I can fix that, bro. Hey, there we go. One of my white markers worked for once. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Yeah, it was a long weekend. Happy to be back too. Alright, so for your skin tone, I use a number 29. Trying to get some more colors, see what I got here. Excuse me. Honestly, I think we might need to go with a... Oh yeah, another old marker here. Alright, that looks really good. Go ahead and use the same shadow for Sabretooth up here. I might actually be able to use this same skin tone on his hair here. Darken up some of those yellows. Don't you just love it when art comes together? Look at that. Alright, get this orange again because guys the leg over here. Getting some of these areas I wasn't able to really color in earlier. Or at least I didn't color them in well earlier. Now, with that, we're gonna go ahead and add onto this. So I'm using an orange 31. I think I'm gonna use a 21 for Sabretooth. This should give him a nice dark feel. You're live now on YouTube? Heck yeah. Alrighty. Now for this brown here, we used a 116 on this. I think a 91 might be really good. Maybe a 94 would be better. Let's go ahead and grab a 94. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now what I am going to go ahead and do I'm grab this gray here and just texture out some of Sabretooth's fur here. There we go. Now I am going to go ahead and grab this BG3. And I'm going to hit Wolverine's claws with this. There we go. Now, something I am going to do, and I haven't really tried it before, but I've seen it done. So I'm going to grab one of these pens here. Probably this brown. Close that up. I told you guys we had a little surprise here for Wolverine, so we're gonna go ahead and just hit some of that stubble with this brown. Go ahead and hit those arms too, just a bit. There we go. Maybe go ahead and hit some of this helmet there. There we go. Let me hit that right here. Let me see. There we go. We'll hit it one more time right here. There we go. Oh snap, there's a lot more markers here. I think we're good on the pen. Go ahead and put these up. Alright, I'm gonna grab a 10 here. Alright, pin back. I'm gonna grab just 3 here. There we go. Now for the snow, I don't want to mess with it too much, you know, take away from anything. I don't want to leave it too naked and plain either. Alright guys, how's it looking here? Alright, guys. I think we're finished here. We'll go ahead and grab a marker. I'm just going to sign right here. There we go. And I lost my lid. There we go. I'm actually going to go ahead grab this paint marker here, and I'm just gonna draw some more snow. All right. There we go. Just like so. And all right, I believe we're finished. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me go ahead and take this down here. Give you a little view of Sabretooth versus a Wolverine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Peace out, and bye-bye.